Avatar, Fire and Ash. You know, I saw the reviews come out for this thing and I was pretty worried. But after seeing it for myself, to all the professional critics out there bashing it, eat a fucking dick. If you want to go give some fucking pretentious ass indie festival darling a big fat 5 stars, even though neither you nor the public will ever watch it again, go ahead. But keep James Cameron's name out your fucking mouth. You know what we don't see anymore? Cinematic storytelling, especially at this scale. With the pathetic Marvelification of modern blockbusters, everything that comes out nowadays feels more like a comic book than it does a movie. I remember growing up with epic shit coming out in theaters, like the Star Wars prequels, or the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, or anything by Peter Jackson whenever he decided to flex his fantasy muscles. And for all of the faults of those movies, especially the scripts, they were a goddamn spectacle. Other than maybe with Dune, we've pretty much lost that sense of coherent scale in movies nowadays. So if James fucking Cameron decides that he's just gonna hit Control C, Control V on his own blockbuster masterpiece and call it a part 3, you know what? You can shove your spoiled brat criticism up your fucking ass. And instead maybe bow down and kiss the feet of the man who has never failed to deliver at a single point in his entire storied career. Honestly, I didn't care for the first Avatar. Yeah, it was an impressive watch, but the story was just fucking Pocahontas or Dances with Wolves. You know, everyone knows that. And for the longest time, I was in the camp of Smurf people haters for like a good decade plus. But then the sequel dropped. Boy, did I eat my own words. Now, this third movie takes place pretty much directly after the ending of The Way of Water. The Sully family is still reeling from the death of their son. The humans are regrouping after getting their asses kicked again, and life is just generally progressing. Soon, the main bad guy, Colonel Quaritch, approaches a rogue tribe of mystical asshole Na'vi called the Ash People, or whatever, to recruit their help in capturing Jake Sully, and eventually he falls in love with their psychotic chief priestess. And then things go off the rails, as they will do. And all the while, the lore of Pandora, the Na'vi, the Sullys, it all keeps progressing. But that's just like a bland plot summary. Because these movies, and this one in particular, are so much more than that. It's the expansion of the mythos, the explosion of visuals on screen, the escalation of stakes at every turn now that we know anyone can die, the deep-rooted themes of family and faith and culture and honor and bravery and vengeance, the sheer epicness of a saga so timeless that these movies could come out in 2009, 2025, 2040, doesn't fucking matter. It all resonates, and this new entry is no different. If you want a hot take, it's that the Sully family is in the running for quite possibly the greatest family in film history. The relationships and dynamics feel so fleshed out with so little effective dialogue. It's astonishing, honestly. Like, when I point to the impact of quote-unquote cinematic storytelling, the legacy of Jake Sully and Neytiri is exactly something that I highlight. You could drop the audience in at any point in this 50-year or whatever timeline that Cameron will eventually finish making, and we'd be immediately invested and ready to run. I mean, for this movie in particular, sure, you could nitpick all you want. Is it too much of a direct sequel to The Way of Water? Does it rehash a lot of the same conflicts that we assumed were resolved by the ending of that movie? Is the final battle just a souped-up version of the exact same final battle as before? Is all the trippy Space Witch seduction shit just a little goofy? Is the Jake versus Colonel Quaritch rivalry pretty much just a carbon copy of Tarzan versus Clayton? Is it all way too long again? And does it all kind of mean that old man James Cameron is maybe a one-trick pony? Yes. Yes, it does. But that one trick is the best thing in the entire fucking world right now. I mean, who else can even do what he does? Denis? Sure. Nolan? Yes, but not in the same way. Spielberg has been permanently relegated by now to just making retirement home movies. And Peter Jackson and George Lucas haven't made good films in fucking 20 years. Oh, and if you want to suggest either Michael Bay or Zack Snyder into this conversation, you can just shut the fuck up. James Cameron has always been that motherfucker. And Avatar 3 is just another drop in his legendary bucket. It's the epicness that we crave. It is the spectacle that we deserve. And more than anything else, it is the escapism that we need. It's violent, it's emotional, it's inspiring, and most importantly, it is the exemplification of why we watch movies. And I will never not appreciate something like that. So to the haters, keep your Oscar bait. Keep your shitty Minecraft fan service. Keep your pandering, politically charged scripts that will be forgotten the second the societal cycle spins back around. These movies will live on forever, and I will be there every step of the way. 10 out of 10. No notes. Oh, and P.S. They start to tease more of the Messiah plotline this go around by dipping their toes straight into the pool of fucking 2001: A Space Odyssey, and I am so here for it. James Cameron, please survive to see this series all the way through. And to everyone else, go see Avatar: Fire and Ash in theaters now. All right, rant over. Inferion Channel out.